drinking that healing, sinking in this feeling. Will you be the time, giving me the signs of life? Making you are clear, but you're gonna leave me in the deep. Will you be the time, giving me the signs of life?
Look. Welcome back to the Mighty Casting. Today we have MATTRESSDINO against White Knight. Right now we're in the last week of the intended, how it's called, Snakedraft Tourmanent. Yes, right now we're in the last round robins, and this is going to be the wooden spoon section, which means the bottom three will be fighting against each other this week with no reservists allowed. Yes, we do actually have a cap time this time from the like 2 matches ago, where it's 5.1 seconds with an incredible push from the MATTRESSDINO team. So today I am going to be really curious to see what is going to be happening, because I think these teams will be quite tied in their terms of gameplay. Yes, we have a poll and it's out already. You can now see on the screen where to go and use the vote of the poll. Remember, it stays open for around 10 minutes, so basically you only have like 5 to 6 minutes to exactly vote for your entire match. Anyway, so today what we will be seeing is 2 teams in the last week of the Snakedraft Tournament in the round robin tournament. So you just have to win 2 out of 3 maps in order to win the match, and then hopefully get to the top of that. So White Knight's team, we haven't seen him play much in on our casts, but we have seen MATTRESSDINO multiple times before. We know that the MATTRESSDINO team sometimes has difficulties with strategies, but they are, more recently, in the more recent cast, taking more risks in order to gain good wins. And we have seen a couple of clips already on the Instagram where there is some good action being made by these players on these teams. If we want to look at the current setup, yes, we could. Right now, we do have... Alright, that's strange. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, yes. On MATTRESSDINO's team, we have Mattress, Whiskey, Canadian Jesus, Doki Dog, and Anton. And on the other side, we currently just have Taurus, White Knight, and Antics DJ. Antics DJ has casted with us before. He's a very young player, but I hope that he's gonna bring some promising action or promising play to the game. Right now, what I can tell you about the objective, so the purpose of this game is to type in, as an attacking team, a 7-digit code into a satellite disk, which is located on a certain spot on the map, whilst the orange team, with the black suits and the orange name tags, as the Volk, will be defending that satellite disk to prevent the Marshall team from getting close enough and typing it in their tablets. Basically, it's a very, very strategic game in sense of where do I put my players, how will I defend this objective, because some people tend to just box it in and others just choose to go for the flank and play in a more surprising setting. Anyway, for the Marsok team, it's gonna be deciding how are we gonna push, which utils will we use, what kind of problems could we possibly encounter, how do we deal with flankers. So a lot of strategic elements are being placed into this game, which makes it incredibly fun. And what makes it more incredibly fun and exciting to watch is how people use their entire virtual reality body, so their real life body, to do certain things like sit under ramps or crawl down to the doors or get low enough so that you don't make any footstep noises, because everything you do in this game matters. Honestly, yes, it does. Anyway, just take a small look as the final players have rounded themselves up. There we go. Yes. So the last players that joined are Klein Mutes and Dr. Riptide. Dr. Riptide, I've seen him before. White Knight as well with the Taurus family. Taurus family, I recognize him to be quite an okay player. With Canadian Jesus, I have had him somewhere on the statistics board before. I can tell you that I really liked seeing him play. But enough about me chit-chatting about the game, because we are going to be starting on the first round of MATTRESSDINO versus White Knight. Oi, 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 oi. Well, that's a round reset. Doesn't matter, because now I can explain to you the objective. The objective is placed on the center of the map. There's only a couple of ways to attack. There's only the south entrance, the horseshoe, which is the back area with the 2 stairs that leads into a small hallway leading to the upstairs, like that. And you have the south, the north, and then you have this service tunnel. This one often gets taken because how close you can get to the objective. You only have to make yourself get up here with the many smokes to be ordered to just run up the ramp and try to smoke it off, and then get your tablet out and start capping. Anyway, these are the players of the White Knight team. I'm gonna be very interested to see what's happening with them. Alright, looking good out there. We have GT Whiskey already coming in through the center, and I bet he's gonna be trying. Pre-fire. Look at that, but Antics DJ has been killed by Anton quickly. Wow, that's pretty neat. Dr. Riptide has placed himself on the bottom floor of the objective. As you can see, this place also has to be defended. But look at that, the Marshark team is trying to go in aggressive, getting many smokes out on the center lane. With Canadian Jesus just waiting enough, trying to see if any of the Volk players will run past. White Knight is trying to pre-fire the smoke a little. But look at that, MATTRESSDINO and Anton are now pushing in down to the south stairs, and Dr. Riptide is now aware of this altercation, but he's getting shot straight away. No way for him to survive that. GT Whiskey killing off Klein Mute. He is now the only one up the stairs. Ooh, look at that. Taurus family now downstairs as well, as one of the only 2 defenders that are still up at this current moment. He knows there's danger downstairs. He knows there's danger upstairs. What is he going to do to defend the objective? And what is White Knight going to be able to do? Because Canadian Jesus has already managed to reach the center. Look at that. Crawling down, using his entire VR body to get himself flat into a proper position to challenge the Volk player. He's waiting. He's very unsure. Ooh, Taurus hears it. He hears it. That's a frag, and he's getting downed. White Knight getting downed. Canadian Jesus now has the opportunity to go in for a cap, but Taurus family has managed to reach to the tracks, but that's it. The MATTRESSDINO team really got a good head start over here. The first Marsok to try and make a play to win a round, and that's all they have to do. Now all they have to do is win every defense round in order to win this first map. So, good play on the MATTRESSDINO side. We saw a really, really spread out tactic. Don't forget to go to martials/casts to actively vote, because voting is a way for you to show how much you care. And I hope to see that a lot more in the future. So, what we can see for the first round... Yeah, not much happening. The defending team hasn't got a single kill yet, which is okay. It's only the first round. But now they gotta start... Get back up and get into the play. There we go. There we go. That's great. So, for now, what we have to deal with is a beautiful, hopefully, MATTRESSDINO is going to be able to do the same thing as they did with offense. So... they're going to just have to spread out their players, and they're going to have to try and play it smart, making sure that the White Knight team is not going to be able to push through. We're coming into round 2 right now, and I hope you still enjoy the multicasting. Let's go. still discussing. There we have it. It's a 5-man staircase push. So what are the defense team of the MATTRESSDINO team going to do? Key is holding it downstairs. He has a C4 in his hand. He's going to be able to throw that. They're all deciding to play it a little gambling. And there we have Anton on the right side coming in for a hard push. He's holding it off by the cylinders. They're all walking straight past. Does Antics DJ hear any of the enemy players? Oi. That ain't good. He is very aware there could be someone there, but Antics DJ, he thinks it's clear, but Anton can now start going in for the flank. This is a good play. Trying to hide yourself. But look at that. White Knight is still ready for it. Is Anton gonna make a play? He's waiting. He's holding. When is he gonna start pushing? It looks like it. He is preparing himself. He's holding his gun up. Come on. Dr. Riptide also on the rear still. Yeah, I think he is going to try. Yeah, I think he's trying to hold off a flank. Looks like that. Right, Anton, what are you going to do? It's all up to you, buddy. I know that you can get the action. I know you can play smart. So, what is your plan? Because the entire Marshall team has now kind of pushed through, but they're holding it down pretty well. Look at that. There's one person just watching for the flank. That's pretty neatly done. They're going to start pushing or something. I really wonder about you, MATTRESSDINO. The MATTRESSDINO team. Look at that. They're all just crawling across the track. Very good communication.
When someone comes up behind you, oh my god. I think you give you back shots.
Damn! That's not how it's supposed to be. Well, look at that. Is Anton gonna start moving, or are they just gonna keep it on? Yeah, Anton, I think he's gonna start moving, right? Are you alright? Yes, he is. He's ready for it. He's ready for it. Come on. I believe in you, just like all the others do. Come on, Taurus. I think he's waiting for the moment where they're gonna have to be focusing on the objective. Frags being thrown, unfortunately do not hit. Trying to scare them off with smokes. But look at that, they're now also coming in through the north. And White Knight is already being suppressed by Doggy Dog. What are they gonna do about it? Look at that. Look at that. Is Anton finally starting to make a play? Yes, he is. He's working on it. He's working on it. Just like Antics and White Knights are trying to work up the north. Look at that. Look at that's a good kill by Antics DJ on Canadian Jesus. Look at that, Anton. I feel like I should be playing the Jaws theme up there. Dr. Riptide has managed to kill off MATTRESSDINO. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna have to hurry now. Antics DJ killing off Doggy Dog. Anton, you have to hurry. There's only one person on the objective. Come on. What can you do? That's one kill by Anton. Yes. You should be surprised by doing that. Are you going to run up the south stairs? Yes, he might be, but MATTRESSDINO is going to be the only one that's going to be able to defend the objective, but he is downed. Look at that. Antics, White Knight, and Taurus are now able to freely push up to the objective. No, but not if Anton thinks something about it or says something about it. He's being suppressed. He's being suppressed. That's a kill on Antics DJ. Anton now being very much suppressed by 3 sides. Is he going to be able to throw himself on the objective and defend it? Oh no! He's going to get capped upon! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he does not cap. Dr. Riptide is now on the behind. Is he going to be able to get a cap? No, luckily not. The White Knight team has managed to set up a good offense right there. They have managed to get really close to the objective, but they just weren't quick enough. They weren't quick enough. And that is incredibly sad to see, because they had 2 opportunities for a cap. If they only have practiced that a little bit, maybe they panicked. Things like that can happen. If you stress out, things like that will happen. Just saying it like that. Anyway, coming up to the match stats again. We're seeing that Anton is doing really well. That flank has really worked out for him pretty much. Except that on the last part, he just took too long to start moving, which made the Martok team get a really big upper hand on the push. So they were already above and on the platform before Anton was even close to start doing something about it. The moment the pressure is on, you should try to commit to that flank. Of course, it's hard to read, it's hard to communicate. Maybe with your teammates, you can kind of push it through. But also, I must admit that the White Knight team, they would have been ready for that flank. Because the moment they weren't under pressure, they had someone watching that back. And that's just incredibly important. You don't see that often on the Martok teams, that they just take a look or just think about a possibility of a flanker that they could be dealing with. Anyway, we're coming in for round 3 now, and I do hope you still enjoy the mighty casting. The poll has officially closed now. The next poll will start the moment the next map loads in. So just be ready. I'll give you a heads up in the chat anyway, so you'll figure it out. Right, we've seen this objective many times before. Only 3 ways to attack. You have the north stairs, you have the south stairs, and you have the service tunnel that they can attack from. That's all. But if they take one of these 3 entrances, they're gonna be in big trouble. Antics DJ hiding behind the black barrels on one of the more unusual places to be. Normally people sit like kinda here. But, of course, you see that people just throw their guns up straight away. But look at that. MATTRESSDINO has immediately cut off that defense by Antics DJ. Wow, good shot. Good shot. Ooh, but also a C4 blow by Anton. So, it's on Anton. But, unfortunately, he did not get killed off. It's still a 5v4. And now he's in huge trouble. When are you gonna pull up? When are you gonna decide to go in for that full defense? He's waiting, he's waiting, he's waiting, he's waiting. That's a throw, that's a throw! That's a frag! He would never have survived that. That frag was accurate, and he was just in the wrong spot, unfortunately. Wrong time, wrong day. But look at that, we still have White Knight. That's going to be on the track. Look at that. Holding the track very neatly. Let's take a look at what he sees. Take a peek under his shoulder. And now let's see what they're doing. They're crawling up on the tracks. But is that going to be enough? Does Anton see White Knight first? That's the question. He's trying to get an aim. Is he going to shoot it? He's waiting, he's waiting, he's waiting. He's hiding, he's hiding. He's thinking he's getting shot at. Look at that. That's 1 kill. That's 2 kills by White Knight. Good shot. The White Knight team doing a really good job on the defense right here. The first 2 have fallen, but they have managed to get them blocked up that way.
South, double down, south, double down.
That's a good call, that's a good call. Doggy Dog is now taking up the north. Look at that. That's a big heavy machine gun that you're playing with there.
Dead, he's dead.
Torres has managed to kill off Doggy Dog. That's a good job. Big suppressive fire. That's all you have to do. Look at that. They can't really do anything about it because they might get shot. How are they going to deal with this? Peeking in over the podium. It doesn't work because White Knight is hiding lower. Look at that.
I think we used it already. Where? On red light. I think we used a... I'm pretty sure we used HE. I got a smoke. Do you want it? Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, damn. Let's go.
Cool. Let's see if I can get this first try.
That's a smoke. And this gives them an opportunity to move to the ramp. But the smoke does not cover the entire area too well. but it does allow to blind White Knight enough. Great shot by Whiskey. We've seen Whiskey before, and I know how well he plays. He is doing a really good job on the MATTRESSDINO team right here. It's a 2v2 and 2.5 minutes on the clock. A lot of time left to do anything that you might want to do. What are you going to do? Are you going to push upstairs? Yes, one of them is pushing upstairs to try and see if they can get flanked. Doesn't look like it, though. Look at this. Flashlight on the ramp to blind the enemy. That's a good idea, honestly. Now they're gonna go fully quiet. They aren't ready. They aren't waiting to make a lot of noise, and they're just trying to surprise their enemy in any way they can. Come on, Whiskey. That's a pre-fire back on the corner. Ooh, what are they gonna do? That's a util drone. That's a flash. Climb mute has been flashed. That's a frag. That frag is unfortunately not hit. But Canadian Jesus has seen the enemy. Tablets is out. What they're gonna do? Taurus family is going in for the flank. Is he? Yes, he is. That frag did not hit. But they're getting incredibly close. And Canadian Jesus is holding the back. But not fast enough. Look at that. It only was seconds. Mere seconds. Ooh, Climb Mute has killed off GT Whiskey. Very unfortunate to see it now. It's all up to Canadian Jesus. What are you going to do, Canadian Jesus? It's up to you. Is that a... That's a flash. That's a flash. That's a good, well-placed flash. But unfortunately, he's getting suppressed immediately by Taurus. Holy cow. Last few seconds. But Canadian Jesus has been killed. And that is another point of the White Knight team. Wow, incredible offense. They got so close to the objective. But unfortunately, that little night vision poked out. And he got killed by it. Wow. Taurus, a Climb Mute, playing a really good last round of defense. Of course. It's already getting incredibly close because we don't really see like one offense side is winning and one defense side is winning. No, it's like a good trade-off between Master rounds and Volk rounds. It's not just every Volk round wins, but it's just a good mixture of many things. Again, the strategy. It really worked out. They've been trying to get upstairs. The defense has been trying to defend the upstairs a little bit through that staircase on the north, which has really managed to already kill off 1 or 2 people. So, that south push was just really hard to do. They got suppressed really well by White Knight, even though Antix has died at that moment, and Anton has died as well on the service tunnel section. White Knight has been able to hold down a good lane on the tracks and has managed to kill off at least 2 people and slow down 2 others, which is already incredible to do that. The smokes on the Marsuk side unfortunately then didn't work out, like they couldn't smoke it off enough, but that gave White Knight just enough distraction so that the Marsuk team could kill off White Knight. Again, just a good play. We see them being ready. And I really hope that you do enjoy the cast as I do so myself. Alright, coming in to round 4. Incredible to see. Incredible action. And it's still long from over. Again, same objective. The blue White Knight team has to has to send a 7-digit code into the satellite disk using their tablet. But again, the Volk, the team in orange, the MATTRESSDINO team, has to defend that from happening. They're remembering the code pretty hard. We don't see many people going in the tunnels. That's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Dr. Riptide, he's holding off. He's trying to see if someone is going to go in for the flank instead of actually pushing. I like that. Normally, you see people just rushing in there, but not today. They have been called out. Look at that. Whoa. Great clearance, as you can see. Splitting off into 2 separate hallways. I like them. They play well. Also looks uniquely cool. They've also gone quiet. They are expecting someone inside the little hallway. Damn. That looks sweet. Damn. Again, they're playing with a smoke grenade, if I'm correct. That's really neat. I like that. They are planning on using many smokes to get close to the objective. That's okay. That looks like a useful thing to do. Also with a smoke and a flash. Him together with 2 smokes. 2 smokes on subway. You don't see that often. How are they gonna... Okay, I guess someone that actively smokes is gonna have a hard time with someone using that many smokes to just kind of drown out their lungs. Okay, not much going on here though. Taurus crawling down on the center while Canadian Jesus is holding a good line over here. He's trying to watch for Horseshoe, and that's the best to be. They're planning on taking that north side. Really just avoiding the action a little. Taurus holding a very strong angle still, making sure that nobody pops up from that staircase to possibly endanger any of his teammates. Antics has also managed to get quite close. They're playing so quiet and patient. Canadian Jason just slightly peeking over the edge. Look at that, Dr. Riptide killing off already. GT Whiskey, that's a good try. Is he going to start continuing to push? Look at that. White Knight is gonna get into some real trouble over here. Look at that. That's already a good con skill. Antics DJ is suppressing Canadian Jesus, but look at that. That's 2 flash, and there is a TK. Uy. That ain't good, Antics. Horseshoe, that was his teammate. Uy. That ain't a happy family now. Thank you, Aztec, for calling me to go. You might see that like 6 minutes ahead, or so 6 minutes later, but now Canadian Jesus, I think he's just waiting to pop out for this current moment. Where is Dr. Riptide? Dr. Riptide. Taurus also getting close to the north stairs. Dr. Riptide has decided to get all the way back through north and come in. Look at that. Antics DJ killing off MATTRESSDINO. Come on. Look at that. Let's go. Frag being thrown. Not sure Dr. Riptide does know about his teammates. But look at that. Climb Mute has been able to kill off Canadian Jesus. Come on. This is already a 2v4. The White Knight team is doing incredibly good at this point. What is Anton gonna do? Uy. Friendly down again. Smoke's being used. Antics. Climb Mute has been killing off Anton. I'm currently slightly missing the action, but not anymore because Doggy Dog, oh no, gets killed by Dr. Riptide. Really good job by the White Knight team. Wow. Okay. I missed a little bit of the action there. Apologies. But it's working. It's working. We're doing really well. I'm really happy to see that. Uy. The match stats. That's not supposed to be. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna just get us back there right in a second. Burp. There we go. Button press. So we now see a little bit more mixed on the mattress team. We do have two people that stand out though, the Canadian G's and Donkey Dog. They haven't been able to get any kill thus far. That's really gonna play an important role inside the game, because look at how the White Knight team is doing with Taurus Family, White Knight, Antics, DJ, Climb Mute, and Dr. Riptide. They seem to now get in quite a good couple of kills. White Knight unfortunately being TK'd, so Antics should have had 3Ks, but he just gets -1 point due to the TK. But things like that can happen. Of course, when you're stressed, when you feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing the strategy, I'm feeling nervous because I got to win, mistakes like these tend to happen. I'm just happy to see that the White Knight team is doing well, and I can't wait to see how the Mattress team is going to respond to it, because right now, they have to win this round and the next one to make a chance at, you know, winning this first map. It's going to be incredibly tough for them, because their morale might be pushed down because of the points that they had gotten against them. So the enemy is just doing really well, and I hope that MATTRESSDINO's team is still going to be pulling up another good fight. Maybe they just give up this first map and they will continue on the next one. But, you know, I'm just hoping to see some good action, because that's what we're here for. Coming in for round 5. Anyway, there we go. Look at that. This objective, we have seen this one many times before. The Mattress team has managed to cap this one the last time they played it. So, 3 points of attack. South, west, north. Normally, 2 different spawns. Marshall could have spawned all the way back here, but they have now spawned downstairs. That's why they pre-fragged it. That was a good call, but unfortunately, no one was there. Look there, Anton, getting on the market. Antics DJ is already contesting the mark. Look at that. Look at that. Anton has managed off to kill Antics DJ. Great shot. Antics DJ was not ready for him. Unfortunate to see, but MATTRESSDINO's team is going to be able to make a chance at playing the game. Taurus is holding in a good angle, though. What are they going to do about it? What are they going to do? GC Whiskey coming up on the surface stairs. So Taurus has managed to... He's just pulling back towards the objective. That's a good decision to make, honestly. Pulling back towards the way he was defending on earlier. Look at that. They've taken the main street. This is quite an important thing to do. Frag being used, throw in the corner. Good throw, but unfortunately no one is there. They're crossing lines, making sure that when an enemy pops out, they're going to be ready for it. Again, Onward is just all about the strategy and patient play, because there is still 4.5 minutes on the clock, and they know that damn well. They're not going to rush unnecessarily, because that's probably going to ruin their plan. Anton, come on, what are you doing, Whiskey, as well? Whiskey is soon gonna meet his match. I don't think they've told each other that the main street has been cleared, because they're just so ready for it, are they? Yeah, they realize it's clear. Look at how bunched up they are. One behind the objective, a few in the alleyways. This is gonna be or a huge gamble to take, or it's gonna really play out in their favor. Just goes in one of the 2 ways. And we're slowly getting to the moment where there's going to be a decision made. Look at that. That's a flash being used. Ooh, a frag launcher being used. That's interesting. A frag being used. It does not connect.
Killed. One's in the back right corner.
Many kills being made onto the objective. They're going to try to get it as close as possible with Climb Mute, but getting killed through the smoke by Doggy Dog. Are they going to try and come in for the cap? Yes, they are going to try it. Taurus Family is now the last one to defend the objective properly, and he's getting shot, getting off. Canadian Jesus doing really well, but Doggy Dog is getting the refrag, getting in the second point for the MATTRESSDINO team. Looking good, Mattress team. Welcome to the comeback. Welcome back to the game. I can just say that with confidence. This strategy, this Master strategy, has been pulled off flawlessly. And the White Knight team, by being bunched up all together, they really were in big trouble. They were not able to defend against all this many utils, and they had to return to the objective and get on it to avoid being capped upon. That's why people throw themselves into the fight. You might think, oh, that's kind of stupid. No, it's the smartest thing you can do. Because if they cap the objective whilst you're still alive, they're gonna get 2 points instead of 1. So they rather throw themselves onto the objective instead of getting capped upon. And no, if you're asking, you cannot just kill yourself to end the round and avoid getting 2 points capped upon. No, that is actually punished by, again, 2 points for the enemy. So, no, killing yourself is never the answer. Throwing yourself into the fight to make a one last stand, yes, that is indeed the way to go. You don't want to get capped upon. That is the biggest shame that you can get playing in on the defense team. So, as any player, any team, you just want to avoid being capped. You throw everything at it. I'd rather lose 4-0 with just kills. We're just getting killed, instead of losing 5-0 or like 5-1. By being capped upon, because being capped upon just shows that your defense is stupid and it's not going to work. Anyway, round 6. That's where we're here for. Let's go. Another round. Same objective. Look at that. Again, 3 points of attack. North, east, southwest. But now the Marsok team has the lucky quick spawn. They are spawning to the quickest route onto the objective. So, will a frag be thrown by the MATTRESSDINO team? Will they be able to do it? Running straight past. Look at that. Anton and MATTRESSDINO have now confirmed that they are taking the market now. And Canadian Jesus has managed to cross and is getting to himself to hide inside a corner just outside the field of view of Tor's family. Throwing in a frag though, and it gets Canadian Jesus. Fantastic throw. Fantastic throw by Tor's family. Killing off Canadian Jesus and confirming the kill. Look at that. Anton is waiting for the push. Let's see what White Knight and Tor's family are up to. They're now clearing off the hotel alley. Taking the time. Let's just check out what they're doing on the map. As you can see, there's someone trying to push in through the center area, whilst 4 of them have split off through the market and the main street. I think they're waiting for the horseshoe, or the tunnels, to start pushing upstairs. So let's take a look. Where is that? That's over here. Klein Mute, he is trying to get straight up here and start pushing. Tor's family is probably throwing into utils. Yes. Whiskey sitting in a little gambly spot, but look at what he's got in his hand. A C4 clicker. Antics DJ killing off Anton. Whiskey is listening very closely, but then it's my question. Where is the C4? It's soon gonna blow. It missed! It missed! And that's a good kill by GT Whiskey, though. He's probably killing off the second one. No, he is not. He is throwing in another util. Getting off a flash. Bang. Let's go. Throwing in a frag, and it's just missed. That's unfortunate. Pulling it around the corner. He's killing off White Knight. A great defense by GT Whiskey. Currently my favorite player in the league at this current moment. I can say that with confidence as well. Look at that, another flash is being pushed in, and now they're trying to do in the last push, but now it's down to a 2v2 because GT Whiskey's calling up some good shot, and Doggy Dog is holding in the corner of the objective, making sure nobody pushes through south, but the Marsok team still has 3.5 minutes and is still trying to push hard on. They want to win this round very eagerly. It's up for them. There's a lot of pressure on them to win that first map. But they decided to now call off the attack and wait a little second more. Make sure to not get flanked and gather in some util to go in for a last push. Klein Mute is waiting, but it looks like GT Whiskey is knowing about this. He is sure that they're going to try to do a strategy, making sure that the Marsok doesn't come in behind his back. Let's go. Anyway, we're currently sitting at an 11 viewers, and I'm really feeling happy about that currently. I'm very satisfied with what's going on and how we're being here. Don't forget to share the streams around. I want to get bigger as a caster. Enough about me as a caster. They're trying to come in for a final push. Dr. Riptide to climb mute. They're doing a little jigger peek to make sure that they don't get shot immediately. Is he gonna pop off something? He has his AUG aimed at the corner. GT Whiskey is probably coming in for the peek, but that's gonna cost him his life. But not really, because they downed each other. Ooh, Whiskey has been down, but he gave out the call out that his last teammate has been rezzed, and it's now up to Doggy Dog to come in for the last defense. A lot of pressure on him, but look at that, already getting one, they're getting two, getting to a 3-3 on both teams. This is incredible. Why is it not working? It should be. There you are. Look at that. Flash out, and then just immediately many things happening. Doggy Dog just... Look at that. He killed... They just stood in a row, and that's it. They had no way to deal with that. Anyway, let's come in for the last match statistics before we end the round, before we end the game, because this is going to be the end of map 1. Anyway, I'm very happy. Let's go. Okay. GT Whiskey coming in with 7 points, 7 kills and 4 deaths. I'm really happy to see that happening. The Mattress team is making sure to get a comeback down. They're just showing what they can do as a team, and I'm really happy to see that. Now is the question, who is gonna be off better in the last objective, the last round, the last moment of the game? Of the first map, I should say. Excuse me. Remember, the second poll is gonna open when the next map starts. So, the moment the round ends, the moment the round ends, the next poll will immediately open and stay open for 10 minutes. So, I just want you to be ready for it. I'm very happy that you're already viewing and already watching us, and I just hope to see you many times again. Again, great strategic gameplay. They've really tried it on the Marshock. They took the time. Definitely in the last push, they were using their utils. They really tried to just gather all the senses and then make another push, a last go at it. But unfortunately, Doggy Dog and GT Whiskey just had it done and ready. Alright, round 7. Round 7, and we have the nastiest objective. Only 2 points to attack from. The North Staircase and the South. Very much open, as you can see. So, how is the defense? How is the Volk gonna defend against it? They've decided to push up immediately, really fast, and now it looks like Anton is throwing off utils, throwing off a flash, making Thor's family being flashed, throwing off some utils as well, probably throwing in a frag, throwing in a flash. The flash does hit Anton, and Anton is forced to push back. Frag being thrown, and there is nothing being hit so far. Thor's holding down a flashlight, making sure that the enemy is not going to be able to see him. Look at that, frag being thrown, frag very accurate, and that's going to kill off Thor's family. Yes, it did. Ooh, and now it's up to Dr. Riptide. Are you going to be able to defend against it? Yes, the smoke is being pushed with the smoke launcher, but Dr. Riptide has been killed by GT Whiskey, and the MATTRESSDINO team is coming in very fast. Not to forget that Doggy Dog is holding off the back with Antics DJ coming in for the flank. Look at that. Doggy Dog is getting killed off, and now the entire back of the MATTRESSDINO team is being exposed. Canadian Jesus definitely hears it and definitely knows it, and he's coming in pushing back, waiting for Antics to come into his angle, while MATTRESSDINO and GT Whiskey coming in for the last push. Are they going to try and go for a cap? Yes, they might, but look at that. Antics DJ traded together with Canadian Jesus, and this is the 4th point and the last point for the MATTRESSDINO team, making it the first map win for them. Holy cow. This is incredibly exciting. Just the last round, immediately at it. Holy cow. Oh, Oh, incredible, incredible. Quickly, we're going to go to the stats before the next map round ends. And GT Whiskey, again, getting 9 to 4 kill death ratio. It's looking really good for him. His game today is really up, together with Anton. Anton doing really incredible well, whilst Dr. Riptide is getting the most amount of kills, but also has 5 deaths. So, their top player against the mattress top player, it's really looking odd in the first map. Maybe the second map is where the White Knight team is going to turn it around. Anyway, that's incredibly tight and incredibly exciting to watch. The next poll will now have been opened for you guys. So go to the website, like it's there, like the ad, and then you can start voting, you know, the thing where you just press a single thing and then a statistic changes, something like that. So, anyway, up for that. Very happy about you, chatters. Don't forget, I am watching you. I am watching you. And yes, that's partially a threat. But don't take it too heavy. I'm not gonna kill you or something like that. No, no. Anyway, we're sitting at the current 13 viewers, and I'm very happy to see what we have gotten so far. It's an exciting match between two teams that have pulled the best out of their teams thus far. And now they have to do it another time on another map. Yes, I have updated the statistics today, and I really hope that you do enjoy also the map intros. If you do have any comments on me as a caster or the way I behave, just don't forget to put it down in the chat or give me a private DM on Discord. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're gonna go into the next map, hopefully. If they decide to start it. They might hold off a 10-minute break. Let's just see what's going on here. Who is this again? Is that Subwop? Anyway, that's it. We are waiting for the next for the next round, and I'm just really excited because this is, of course, the round robins, and it's the wooden side of the round robin, so it's not even the top team, sort of. But I can't just. Whoa, okay, they're restarting the map. Okay, anyway, they're choosing a different map now, and I wonder which one it's gonna be. And I hope it's a map that I got in my map intro, because I got, like, all of these like, all these ones. Like, Downfall Tanker, Overgrowth Bazaar, Quarantine, Abandoned Suburbia, Subway, Egress, Cargo, Arctic, USS Quest, and Snow Peak. But I don't have a lot else. So I don't have Shipyard yet, I must say. Yet. Oh. Okay. Anyway. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, there we have it. Bam! There we have it. Oh no! USS Quest! It hasn't changed yet! Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. It's okay. I don't have USS Quest edited yet, which is quite a problem, honestly. But USS Quest, I can show you around on the map itself. I think that will do a little better. Let's just get there, and I'll just ignore that. Anyway, this is USS Quest. It's a huge ship inside of a bathtub. So this is the map. It's huge and tiny at the same time. As you can see, it offers a lot of opportunities, just like in Cargo. This is basically Cargo, but more fancy, with boxes, bricks with letters on them, Lego bricks, and of course, many different lanes and sides that you can switch up to. Don't forget, there is also a little inside region, which offers a very narrow experience for you on defense. I do not know why it changed back, but I am changing you back now. There we go. Yeah, it offers a lot of possibilities with small rooms like these, where you can play C4s and allow the Volk to play really aggressive. This map is not only good for the Marsok, but it's also good for the defense. Many different pathways, and again, this is now the objective. The objective is faced on the southwest of the map. Let's just take a closer look at it. So the Marsok will most likely spawn over at this site, and that's where they will start making their play. Okay, anyway, now I am going back. Whilst the teams are preparing, the sides have switched. So, that means that White Knights will be now the starting team. Mattress team will be... Sorry, I'm typing in the name. Mattress team will be now defending first at this point. I really am not sure which team is going to win, by the way, because I'm not. They are very tied in vote. So there we go. There we have it. Look at that. Fantastic. USS Quest just offers a lot of possibilities. The map has been updated before, like they first tried to make it look like an abandoned bathroom, but the players, they didn't like it, so the map maker has changed it again and has decided to make it look brand new. The bathroom, the water, the ship, everything looks quite new as it can be. And I'm very happy to see that people are actively using the polls, because this is why I implemented the system. It's so cool to do it. So, next poll will be a little different. You're gonna have to actually type your hands out at this moment, but that's just the poll for next time, and that I will just spoil in the last round what the question is gonna be, so that you just have enough time to fill it in. The teams are just preparing. White Knight is the only player that has to ready up. That means they're still discussing their strategies thus far. Anyway... Very happy to see that we got so many stable viewers at the current moment, but enough about me yapping about viewers and me as a caster, because the first round is starting. White Knight against MATTRESSDINO, instead of MATTRESSDINO against White Knight. It seems... There we go. Nope, you're gonna get it. Turn it off. Right, we already know where the objective is gonna be. It's gonna be on the south, as you can see. But look at that. This is the Marsoc splitting off many lanes, many times, many players. Look at that, coming in onto the red alleyway on the right side. Dr. Riptide is possibly gonna be the first person to take in some actions. Look at that. Tor's family killing off Canadian Jesus, killing off the first defense guy, making it a little bit more tough. Seeing helicopter flyby. Antics DJ getting warned by his teammate. Don't forget, any problems with sounds, activity, stuff like that. Look at that, Whiskey. Wow. Small angle, good job. Taurus family is now rezzing Antics DJ, and GT Whiskey is not going to be able to do a thing about it. But Anton is, because Anton is sitting inside the container and he's trying to push out. He's being flashed, so he's forced to push back. What are you going to do about this, Anton? Look at that. Doggy Dog is trying to get some good revenge shots out there. But look at Anton. Anton is still holding an angle onto Antics. Is he going to be on the right side of the box? Is he going to stay on the left? What is he going to do? GT Whiskey killing off Dr. Reptile, but not confirming in yet. The frags currently don't hit yet. GT Whiskey killing off White Knight, and Anton is still in huge trouble. I think that Whiskey is going to try to assist, but Whiskey himself is getting into huge trouble because of that. Anton has to revive himself, and Antics DJ is now pushing himself into the box, but getting distracted by Doggy Dog. That's a problem. Look at that. Anton now has to do something to defend Doggy Dog, or is he not going to be able to? I don't think he is going to be able to, because Antics DJ is going to be focusing on Anton. Climb Mute now sitting on the backside of the box, with Anton killing off on the right side of the box, while... Holy cow, many things happen at once. Antics DJ being killed off by Doggy Dog, whilst Doggy Dog is pushing hard, killing off Taurus. Look at that. An incredibly quick round, as you could see. Anton pushing outside to getting a good first kill. And then Doggy Dog is killing off Antics, while MATTRESSDINO is really getting in some action right here. This is incredibly interesting to watch. So, these rounds are happening quite a little bit faster, because this is USS Quest. The map is a lot more tiny than Subway. It's just a couple of boxes, a few alleyways that you can run into, and a little scaffolding section, or how do you call that? On the left side of the ship, you have a sort of ramp where you can walk onto on the side of the ship, and it allows you to sort of flank without using the main deck, which is really nice. Doggy Dog, of course, getting already some good action. Also, Antics and Taurus were working well, really well together. And that's what I really like to see. This is going to be an interesting play, because it's not just a simple play. It's just who is going to be better on the offense, who's going to be winning the rounds. What's very important is that the Marsoc team of White Knight has to win. The team of White Knight has to win at least one Marsoc round in order to make a change. Look at that. Now it's the Mattress team coming in for the offense, whilst the White Knight team has to stand their defense. They mustn't lose this round or else it's going to be really tough. That's a quick throw. Smoke's being utilized to cover big angles. GT Whiskey is already slowing down because he's a feeling he's going to get shot at. MATTRESSDINO is probably going to be the first one to encounter some action with Dr. Riptide peeking in below the cargo container. This is something that you can do and should do with your entire virtual reality body. But unfortunately, he does not encounter anyone because they're all already on his rear. They're going to start pushing. There's already some good push out there. MATTRESSDINO's killing off Dr. Riptide already. Getting downed. MATTRESSDINO and Anton are both getting down because of a huge explosion. So the teammates are now risking their lives to start defending and revive their teammates. Look at that. Antix is getting into the position of Dr. Riptide, and he's doing the same thing, which makes it really useful. Look at that. Oh, he got flashed, unfortunately. He was going to be able to get that kill, definitely. He's waiting for the swing. He's waiting for the swing. Getting off one kill, and then getting killed in return. Look at that. It's now a technical 3v3 at this point. Look at that. White Knight is on the objective. Thor's family is gonna come in for a flank, but Anton has managed to shoot the head off. Climb mute. Are you gonna revive your teammate, or is that gonna be too risky? MATTRESSDINO has already a good angle on White Knight's position, so Climb mute is gonna have an incredible hard time trying to revive his teammate, or even trying to defend the objective at this point. Look at that. There's one person that went all the way around. That's Canadian Jesus killing off Climb mute. Second point for the MATTRESSDINO team. Incredible fast rounds, incredibly fast rounds. Definitely, it's gonna be looking like it's gonna be in the favor of MATTRESSDINO's team at this current moment. But you never know, because the MATTRESSDINO team has managed to do a full comeback as well. So I believe that the White Knight team is gonna be capable of doing something like that as well. Never say never. Don't say who won yet until the last round has been played. That is just something that you gotta keep in mind. Anyway, just getting off one more poll votes. That's alright. We're gonna come in. I don't know if I already did that. Yes, to another statistic. One player has swapped out, or maybe has left for a second. Anyway, it's all okay, because there is still many more things to happen. Antix DJ is the only one to really get kills, besides the player that also left at the current moment. It's looking like we're going to have a fun time today, but the White Knight team does really have to step up their game. It's USS Quest. You got to be quick on the guns, quick on the triggers, and you're going to have to throw many utils, which we do see happening on the map. But unfortunately, like, we don't see too many frags. Yes, a frag has been used, but we gotta see more of that. We gotta see more. Don't forget to vote. It's oh, never mind. It's only 70 seconds. It's too late for you already in the past, basically, or in the future. Depends on how you look at it. All right, I'm very happy to see things like that happening today. Currently, we are waiting for the next member to return, so I shall return to you shortly whilst you enjoy your, I don't know, your match stats or something like that. Alright, that's gonna be a timeout, so we will be starting in around 10 minutes again. I'm gonna put you back on the starting screen for a second.
Feeling like I'm second best, someone that you could forget. Got me drinking that healing, sinking in this feeling. Will you be that time, giving me the signs of life? Making you are clear, but you're gonna leave me in the deep.
Oh, whoopsie. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Anyway, round 3, coming up. There we go. Again, new defense points. This one is all the way up the north instead of in the south. So it's going to be a tougher one to the objective to defend because they're going to have to make sure that they don't get in through that red alleyway. And that's where Canadian Jesus is for. White Knight is immediately starting to push it. And, ooh, he's going to try and start during utils. Yes, he is. Oh, that's not going to connect. Very close though. Good throw. Look at that. Canadian Jesus engaging right now with White Knight, throwing in a flash. And is he now going to go for the push? No. He's going to throw in a second flash. And while he's blinded, White Knight is throwing some shots out, but it doesn't work. Climb Mute is now very cautious. Dr. Riptide getting shot immediately by Canadian Jesus, and now Climb Mute has to make a choice. Is he going to start pushing, or is he not going to be ready for it? MATTRESSDINO team is swatting away the White Knight team. They have no chance at this current moment. Look at that. What is Climb Mute going to do? Throwing out a flash. It's not really working out. It seems like they're going to have to take really tough choices now. And it's Taurus family that's still all the way back. Climb Mute, you're in big trouble, big boy. Trying to slow him down. He's trying to see if he's trying to shoot at his gun. Come on. Trying to hold in a long angle while Anton is killing off Taurus family, but look at that. Climb Mute definitely knows where Anton is now, and the moment he stands up, he's going to be in big trouble. But look at that, Whiskey is also having a decent angle. The moment that Climb Mute's going to shoot, Whiskey's going to pop out. But Anton got him first. The MATTRESSDINO team really just kicking it off. Look at that. Just extremely quick gameplay by the MATTRESSDINO team. They got out far, they had good angles, but they know the map well. And you can definitely tell that from their gameplay. There we go. Just looking back at the statistics, Anton is really happy on this map. Definitely, as you can see on the statistics, he's doing really well. MATTRESSDINO and Taurus have to relog a little bit, so don't look at those stats. They don't really count at this point. So the MATTRESSDINO team, they're just pushing out really far. They have good reaction times, and it seems that the White Knight team is all really down. Like, they don't really enjoy it at this current moment anymore, or the MATTRESSDINO team is just too good for them. Which seemed the other way around on Subway, I must admit. But again, never say never. The White Knight team can still return. We have seen that happen with the MATTRESSDINO teams being 2-0 behind. Or 1-2 behind, I think. Oh no, it was 1-3 even. And then the MATTRESSDINO team just kind of pushed it all around, and that's why we're here. So, next round is gonna be round 4. I tried to adjust the audio a little bit so that it doesn't peak that much anymore. I really do hope that it's gonna be working out a little bit better though. I should probably adjust this one as well. Yeah. So that also has a limiter. It should have it. 9, and then I'll put mine. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's better. Look at that. Look at that. This is better. Big frag being thrown immediately. Canadian Jesus coming in up to the right. White Knight has been able to take the entire angle so far. Anton throwing out a mini smoke. Taurus family. Ooh, look at that. That frag got very close to Taurus family. So Anton should now really watch out for that ramp, because Taurus family is coming in for that sort of flank roll right now. A big pre-fire through the smokes on both sides. Look at that. A perfect smoke being thrown into position. Antics DJ being perfectly fragged by MATTRESSDINO. Really good call. Really good call. But now, ooh, Anton knows about Taurus family. He's getting off that first kill. And it looks like that the MATTRESSDINO team is again washing away through their enemies. Look at that. It's now a 2v4. on the White Knight team. And it's looking not so good for them at this point. Climbute. Look at that. Climbute killing off Canadian Jesus. They got a little bit cocky there, Canadian Jesus. Bro, Dr. Riptide getting killed up, and it's only up to Climbute. But no, this is the 4th point for the MATTRESSDINO team, and that's the game. We're gonna probably be playing a 3rd map, maybe even not, but this is the game. So far, the MATTRESSDINO team, which I did not expect to win at the first hand, has managed to prove their worth and have managed to win the game. So yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do a next map. You never know. I really hope they do. It's not necessary anymore, I think, right? If it's a round robin. But look at that, Anton getting 7 kills. It's looking really good on their side. I think they're gonna play a 3rd map. It looks so far really good, really good. Oopsie, went back too fast. It looks like they're gonna be trying to play a 3rd map. If it looks like that, we are gonna be staying here. You're gonna be enjoying the last poll. The last poll is gonna be something you have to type out, which is who is gonna be MVP in your book, basically. So that means you're gonna have to type out the player's name, which I will now display on screen, hopefully. I will. Let's just ignore the map intro real quick. These are right now the players that are gonna be playing, so that we can choose from. So just type out the full name, and then the player that gets chosen the most. Okay, I'm kind of quiet. All right, I see that. I'll just make the limiter a little less. I've been trying to work around with audio settings to try really mix that out. It's probably not just you. Anyway, we're coming in for the last map, which is going to be Cargo. Oh no. Look at that. Cargo. Welcome back to the Mighty Casting. The last map. Very happy to see you again, and the last poll has opened. So anyway, the longest time we have played, these times are a little bit outdated. I should update them immediately after this match, but this is what we got so far. Longest time 32 minutes, shortest time 21 minutes. Currently we don't have a high skill death ratio at this current moment, and the shortest cap time is going to be 11.2 seconds by AntixDJ last time. Let's see if he can improve that today. Anyway, this is going to be like the last map that they can try to get some points for, and I hope that the White Knight team is going to be able to have a quick little fun on this map. There we go. I have now adjusted a little bit of the yeah, I've been trying to adjust a little bit with my audio, because I sometimes notice that my audio peaks really big and really bad time. Oh, and I now notice that my typing thing doesn't really work too well, as in it displays it really strange on the stream. But anyway, I think that I can say that I really enjoy Anton's play, and maybe also GT Whiskey. So, who are you going to choose as your favorite? Huh. So, the cast is now displaying... Yes, it is displaying a name. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so for me, it's going to be probably Anton or GT Whiskey. That's going to be my favorite. So, who is going to be your favorite? Write it down on the website. Don't forget, the vote has opened. So, there we are. There we got it. I'm very happy that we're still sitting currently at a good 9 viewers, even to the last map. And I hope to see more of all of it very soon. Anyway, coming in to round 1. Alright, so remember that this map is pretty tough to follow. So, apologies if I do not manage to get all the action, but I'll try my best to catch as much as I can. Again, 3-man push coming in on over the west, trying to throw in the utils. 1, 2, 3, flash, 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 frag. Nothing being hit, another frag being thrown probably. Frag does not hit. Antix holding in the box objective. GT Whiskey trading together with AntixDJ. And now it's up to White Knight. Is he going to push out? Yes, he is. Might be. Look at that. GT Whiskey getting revived, and he's starting to push out quite fast. Another frag being thrown. Flash. Fortunately does not connect. Look at that. They're coming in to try and cap the objective already. GT Whiskey on the objective. 1, 2, 3. And they already capped. Look at how fast that went. Holy cow. I have never seen things going in so fast at this current moment in this current map. So, I deserve that he's going to be the MVP. But just type out all of the names that you think should be the MVP. Also including Anton. Also including MATTRESSDINO. Because they have played all really well in this sense. So, just show me who is going to be your favorite player. So, incredibly tough to see that one. Immediately, let's get back to the stats just before they go into the next round, and I forgot to do this. They have already lost one of the players. Are they going to be waiting for them to come back, or are they going to just finish playing? That is my question so far. Also, this free text poll, it's kind of a gamble. I'm not entirely sure if people like it, yes or no. I think simple yes or no or choices are way better, but I just wanted to see if people utilize it. Or misuse it. That's also a possibility, don't forget that. Again, it's the internet. What can you expect? Alright, just round 2, and they are already 2-0 ahead. It's looking really good for the MATTRESSDINO team. They're probably going to go out with a huge slam, honestly. They're just going to kick the White Knight team into the ground. Whilst they had a good chance on Subway, the White Knight team, so the MATTRESSDINO team is now just kind of saying, not happening again. And then they're just, you know, calling them out, shooting them down, giving no mercy, no time to wait. And they're playing it quick. Really quick. Honestly. Wow. So, there we go. That's interesting. I am waiting for the next round to start, but they have lost a player. So I'll just put it on the stats screen and we'll see whatever happens. We'll wait until they have 5 again. What is... What is... Oh, I'm very happy to see that. They're holding another break. Come on. Let us know. Okay, yes, it gets displayed. Oh, it's pretty funny. I'm very happy to see that people are engaging using this. I think that, don't forget, I'm gonna just, after this cast, I'm just gonna pull out a feedback, sort of, a poll. No, sorry, not a poll. I'm gonna put out the Dutch word is an enquête. A questionnaire. I'm just gonna pull out a questionnaire to ask how I've been doing, what made you enjoy the cast, and I hope that you guys will fill this in since you have been watching. I will also send that in the description, honestly, because why not? For me, as a caster, it's really important to improve fast and get with the times. So, for me, it's gonna be really important to do that. Okay, anyway, let's just see if I can share it already. That will do really well. Copy responders link. That will do really well. This would help me really well. Just like fantastic. This would help me grow faster and better. There you go. Anyway, I think we took a timeout. Alright, we're taking a timeout. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. There we go.
You know I don't play right. Just give me the word, You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. Don't give me this. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. Don't give me this. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like.
Alright, just quickly for the person that was in the poll and said me, shut up. I don't know who me is, but you're definitely not it. Look at that, smoke's being thrown all over. Again, they're trying to do the same thing as that MATTRESSDINO team has been trying. Canadian Jesus holding it off the right side. He's probably going to meet Taurus family really soon. Look at that, MATTRESSDINO has been able to throw in a proper frag on Taurus family, so that's interesting. Is Canadian Jesus going to confirm it? No, he's not. And this allows Climb U to start pushing in and revive his teammate. DJ playing a patient game. White Knight as well. They've wasted a lot of utils in that sense because they didn't follow it. Anyway, look at that. First guns being fired. Canadian Jesus killing off Taurus family already. Glass being thrown out. White Knight is killing off GT Whiskey. And then MATTRESSDINO gets a good return fire. They've been trying to get close to the objective as well, but it did not work. And Anton killed White Knight off with a C4. That's a good one. But expected because of the blast radius. Climb U, then Antics DJ. What are you two gonna do? Look at that. Climb U killing off MATTRESSDINO. But Dr. Riptide, holy cow, killing off Canadian Jesus and confirming MATTRESSDINO. Look at that. That's interesting. It's now a 3v2 with White Knight's team having the upper advantage at this point. The only thing is, Not anymore.
-1.
Not anymore. The Riptide is probably aware of Doggy Dog's position. Look at that. Where is Doggy Dog? Doggy Dog is outside on the cargo container, and I'm peeking in just between this gap. That's all we gotta do. But Anton is saying no to that. He doesn't allow someone to get close to Doggy Dog's position because they communicated it well, and it's all up for them. And Antics, what are you gonna do? He's the last one alive. Is he gonna be able to make a good play? Or is there gonna be any trouble that's gonna be seen? That's gonna be thought of? Antics DJ is deciding to pull back a little. Is he gonna try to grab some utils from his teammates? Looks like it. Suddenly, this very quick map has turned into a very patient game. Because now it's his job, but Anton is running around. Holy cow! Dantix was almost a goner, or Anton was almost a goner. Depends on how you look at it. Anton is sitting behind the little crate, in between them actually, keeping himself very small. Doggy Dog returning back to the objective. Is Antix going to be able to do something about that? No, not really, no. He's not going to be able to do anything about that yet. Unfortunately, but I can see why. Yeah. Come on there, buddy. I'll see what you're doing. Trying to peek in between the gaps of the boxes. Peeking in really slow, really careful. He doesn't want to get shot. But how is things going to change? Because Doggy Dog was just moving around. Just a second. Is Anton patient enough? Or is he gonna start pushing? Doggy Dog got a good angle on Antic's position. Very, very close. The question is, who is gonna shoot first? 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. A lot of things can happen because Antix is definitely very, very close to the objective. In underneath the cargo container is Doggy Dog now trying to push out and gonna get spotted. Not really. One footstep is being made and Antix was immediately on it. He decided to turn patient and wait for a second. Good idea, good idea. Would do the same. Does leave his back exposed, but Anton is not going to be moving around. Look at that. Doggy Dog again. Is he willing to peek? No, not really. He does make small noises, and Antix is very wary of that, so... Ooh, that's one. He knows about the second one. Doggy Dog is coming in around the corner, but Antix kills him first. Good job, Antix. Great kill. Great round. Look at that. Just a replay on that one. Antix was ready for a possibility. There could be an enemy on the right side. He took him out and immediately turned back without any hesitation. He's not like an old man like me that struggles to get up. No, he just gets up without any problems. And that's how you do it. That's how you play. Good, well done, well done. I really enjoy that. Alright. That's good looking. Coming in. We're just at round 3 just yet, and there has already been a cap. So, is MATTRESSDINO team gonna cap again? Or are they gonna play it a little bit more safe here? Looks like they're already starting the round without any time for strategies. It's time to start pushing. Oi, they're playing a 4v5 this round. That ain't good. That ain't good. They forgot to load the last player in, and I don't think they realized. They forgot Mattress. They forgot Mattress. Again. 45. Utils being thrown. Frags does not hit. GT Whiskey killing off Taurus immediately. Coming into the right side. He's immediately trying to take an aggressive angle, but look at that. Canadian Jesus pushing through, but White Knight is getting out there. Getting Canadian Jesus first.
I cheated.
Good trade. Good trade. Nothing wrong with trades. I like trades. 5 trades and you win the round if you have host. Following into the smoke. What's he going to be deciding on? Look at that. Doggy Dog on the right side is now going to be facing off Dr. Riptide. Very small angle. Let's just see what he sees. Look at that. This is what he sees. Dr. Riptide. This is what he sees. Doggy Dog. It's going to be a hard time for him to see the enemy. I just immediately turned off all the visuals that support seeing what we're doing. Just to give an idea of what the players see. Look at that. That Volk position of Dr. Riptide. It's a good position. It's completely in the dark. And people won't see it coming. And it's still a 2v2. Seems that players are having battery problems. Dr. Riptide is holding quite a good angle though. It is in a common spot, so that makes things quite worrying. But nonetheless, he is just gonna engage White Knight. White Knight pushing out, and Anton is getting out the fork shot first. Anton was ready for it. Just a good play by him. Immediately turning back the eyes onto the barrels. The Doggy Dog has been killing off Dr. Riptide, and that is the 3rd point for the MATTRESSDINO team. Look at that. Incredible. Incredible again. Just quick action. He was just turning around the corner, and that's when he had it. Good stuff on that. Good stuff on that. Right now, we're in a tough situation. They're playing a 3v5. Are they going to be doing this? I think they are. I think they have no other choice, and they're going to be trying to win that last round, possibly. But it's going to be really hard, because the MATTRESSDINO team only has 3 players. So I bet that the White Knight team is now going to have 3 points at this point. This is going to make it incredibly difficult to see what's going on. But it would be an incredible, you know, an incredible attack if the MATTRESSDINO team is going to be managing to pull it off. It's the last Marshall round, and they're going to have to play 1 defense round. That means on defense they'll have sort of the advantage that they don't have to move that much. And on Marshall you have the disadvantage that you have to move to the objective before the time runs out. So that's interesting. That's interesting for sure. Alright. Very happy about this. Waiting. Because there's not much to talk about besides that. Ooh, what are these players gonna do? Oy. Anyway, don't forget to get to our socials, our TikTok and Instagram. There's no link in the description. I'm gonna have to do that next time. But just search up Monty Owls Casting and you should be there. There's also pretty much links everywhere in the Discord to the Clips channel, and you'll be able to pop it right in and then just, you know, do that. They're dropping off 1 player as well, the White Knight team. They're going to be trying to play 3v4. What's their plan? What's their idea? Oh, they're getting in another timeout. Come on. Oh, just get it over with. I understand it, but it's annoying. Come on. We want to finish the match. Alright, let's see you in 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
outside.
Anyway, they've decided to do it a little bit different. They're playing a 3v3 to finish this off. Because of battery issues, they are trying to and solve it.
No, it's over. You can go now.
Do whatever. They're done with the strategies. The White Knight team is over. They know it has been finished for quite a long time. So they're gonna come in, try to get some kills, and go home with a little pride that they have. With the good moments that they had on Subway turned into a great, unfortunate meltdown of the White Knight team. Anton killing off White Knight. That's it. That's one. That's one down.
42.
Ooh, and he's seeing a second one, and that is actually a 2v2. Look at that. That's a frag, but the frag was very close, but did not hit. So what is Klein Mute going to do? Coming into the left, just running in, and Doggy Dog is killing off Klein Mute, making it a 2v1. So that's only one player left on the White Knight team, which is Antics DJ, who plays it patient, who uses entire VR, his entire VR body to try and get an advantage at any point given in time. Yeah, it's a tough ending, but he's gonna try and go out with a serious bang. He's gonna try to see with, he's gonna just try his best and try to see what's gonna happen. Come on there, buddy. Come on there. We know we don't have all day, but look at that. GT Whiskey holding a strong angle onto the objective. It's going to be really hard for Antics to make a good play out of this. Hello there, Doggy Dog. You should talk again, because he reminds me very much of Rossi, honestly. Rossi is the kindest player on Onward at this point. I can just say that, honestly. Good humor, good age. He's quite old, like in his 40s or something. Yeah, he still got good riz basically, because like 2 summers ago he met 2 women in Spain and just went his way with them. Just casual or Rossi riz at this point, honestly. Just so funny, so funny. Good guy. Good guy. Watch out, GT Whiskey. Look at that. Using Antics. And that's the 4th point for the Mattress team. Honestly, good game. Good game. Good game by the MATTRESSDINO team. Good game by the White Knight team that they still managed to get a good 4 points in total. Again, thank everyone for watching so far. There is no really useful stats that I can take from this. There has been a good cap though, so definitely will be updated. This might have been for me the longest cargo lobby ever, since there were 2 breaks due to battery issues. Anyway, this concludes the match. I'm very happy that you have watched tonight. Don't forget to fill out the Google form, it greatly helps me out. I hope you have enjoyed the cast, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.